Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in less than 2 minutes. Very quickly, for those of you that are maybe new to my videos, when I say live, what I mean is that this is not a situation where everything has already been recorded and now I'm coming back and doing a trade recap or some sort of post commentary or voiceover. Nothing like that. This is all myself seeing the information for the very first time. So if you want raw thoughts, raw reactions, raw emotions, you will find that here, but to be respectful of your time, if you are seeking some sort of video that's nicely edited, nicely scripted, you will not get that here. But if you just want a raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then you'll find that with this video. So market opens up here and now then basically less than a minute. So I will go ahead and pause and I'll see you back at the open. All right, I'm watching Tesla here out of the opening gates, which just opened up. Oh, Tesla, very, not the Tesla I'm used to, but we'll give it a little bit. So I do like 672, especially if this thing can bounce up a little bit, which it's doing right now. I don't want to take it on this opening candle though. Yeah, 672 now. I do like it as potential. Actually, you know what? I want to see this candle stay above it too. Just because volume does kind of seem sketchy on it right now. So I'm going to look for a little bit more confirmation. That may cause me to get left behind. That is a very real possibility. I may get left behind on the trade by just not being willing to take it on this candle here. Come on, stay above 672. Come on, stay above it. Oh no. Oh, just drop below it. That is disappointing. All right, well, I will go ahead and pause for now and I'll look around for, well, actually, what's going on with FREQ? Wow, this one's such a big gap down, it's hard to see. Let me move that over. Okay, not a whole lot. DLPN, very fast mover. Tesla, I like that right there at 6. What is that? Yeah, 670.50 could work out for a scalp though. But I don't know. I keep talking about this volume. This volume has me a little worried, but I mean, that is a nice setup right now that's formed. Why don't I do this? Go to 670 with just 50 shares then. So I can control my risk that way. So in at 670.50. Looking for this thing to get down to at least the lows at 669 and below. I should say the lows from previous day, that is. Oh, I'm bouncing up now. Let's give it a little chance here. Yeah, this thing really is all over the place. I'm glad I just went with 50 shares. If it comes down to 669 though, I will look to add in some more shares, but as of right now, we'll see what it wants to do. So if it comes back down to 669, I will add in 50 more shares. So that would be adding to a winner. Yeah, 669.50-ish, we'll call it, if it can break down through there. But yeah, Tesla not totally behaving. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, never mind on that. That happened very, very fast. Would like to see 668 here. Good. Wow, that happened and snap back quick. Had my order down there at 668 to pull some off the table. All right, I took some off at 669.30 just because, technically speaking, I made the comment on how I wanted to see this down below lows, and I got it below lows, but then all of a sudden I wasn't taking any profit off the table, so I got a little greedy, and maybe that greed is going to catch up to me here. Although at least I acknowledged it to look on the bright side of things and pulled some off the table. Goodness, thank you. All right, well, $33 trade there, and my gut instincts were basically right. That, I mean, it was a winning trade, but very choppy. And I did get a move, but I mean, you saw how fast that move all of a sudden just turned around. So going to keep an eye on it. We'll see if it wants to maybe get a little bit smoother, if you will. But let's see what else is out there. I'm going to go ahead and pause for now. Okay, looking to short this at a break of, there we go, in at 660, 669. Would like to see some downwards follow through now. Again, just 50 shares. Okay, out there. Oh, wait. Well, that was only a 25 share. Whoops. All right, out there now I'm down $100. Yeah, I just don't feel comfortable with it. I feel like this thing could all of a sudden snap back upwards and get a lot worse. Like I said, I was looking for that breakdown. I actually waited for the breakdown, which is why I chased it a bit to the downside. And then, as you see, there was just absolutely no breakdown. So, all right, now I'm down $100. So, all right, not the cleanest of starts, but, and now it comes right back down. See, now it's just toying with me. No, and there's what I was originally looking for. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. That is just how it goes. Okay, wow, let me get this alerted. All right, I will go ahead and pause, but yes, now I'm down $100. I am watching Tesla again for a potential short here at 667. This thing has continued to just go sideways. So it's a question of, is this finally going to be a last gas where it just gives up and goes to the downside, or is this some sort of bottom that's, truly forming? But I'm not convinced enough right now at 668. I'm convinced a little bit more at 667, which is why I'm waiting for that. So in there at 667, is this actually it, or did I just get suckered in again? Let's see. There we go. There we go. Can we get down through 665? At least give me that. Can this thing break down? Well, a little bit of a bounce here, but well, gonna give this thing some wiggle room, but as you can see, gave it a chance, and in doing so, now potentially, pulling a winning trade off the table to have a losing trade. But like I said, I wanted to see that thing down below 665 in order for this to, trade to have made sense in the first place to take. What is that low? 668. So if it goes up here and hits 660 or 670, comes down to 668, I will add. So let's see what it wants to do. I'm watching the 5-minute. Disregard the adding at 668. That's too risky. $667 makes more sense to me to add. But I just really don't like these where I'm sitting here waiting. So it's down below 667 again. And then that fast back up. And all this with 50 shares. So from an opportunity cost perspective of time, I mean, is this really worth my time to be sitting here waiting to see if I get the breakdown? Maybe if this thing really moves like I know Tesla can, but come on, Tesla, just get down through 665. I know you want to. All right, I'm all out there for a modest win. Goes back to that time opportunity cost. And if this thing were to bounce and then I take another losing trade. So it has been a sloppy morning. The only thing I've done right is acknowledge that Tesla, which I love to trade, is not quite its normal self. Very choppy. And the one thing I've done right is I've lowered position size. So even with all the choppiness, even with all kind of the sloppiness of things, I'm only down $72, which for me, that's a manageable hole. That's something that's not going to take, a whole lot to be climbed out of. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, I think I just need to move on from Tesla for now. The 5 minutes looking very interesting though. As in, is there going to be some sort of upwards bounce there? So I'm going to keep an eye on 670 actually as potential long. But as of now, yeah, I've given this thing plenty of times to break down, and it just doesn't want to do it. So from a time perspective, I'm going to go and see what else is out there. So I'll go ahead and pause. So here is the current trade plan right now that I just gave to my community. I want to see Tesla hit 670, get rejected for a short at 668, and then a stop over, stop over 670. There we go. So let's see if this wants to happen or not. But like I said, step one, got to get up to 670. Now it can go slightly above 670. That's fine too. But that's the current game plan. So we'll see if the price can actually get up to that 670 mark or not. And if it does, I'll get the video rolling again. And that way we can see how things play out. All right, mission complete. I'm actually going to go to 669 here, get a little bit more aggressive. So if the price does come down to 669, I'm getting short. But to be fair, maybe this is some sort of breakout. That could very well be the case. in at 669. Let's see if we can get more of a push to the downside here. Like I said, I did take on more risk by not waiting for 668. So I'm in at 669.12. See what it wants to do. Okay, there we go. I want to see this thing really get moving the downside though. I think it's got to be able to get to at least 667. There we go. Oh, come on. It didn't fill me at 667, though. Just so tricky. Wanted some out at 667, so now my scale out point had to be at 668. I think I can actually now get down below 667 is the question. Yeah, I think so. Can it get down below 6? Yeah, 667. That was that point from earlier, wasn't it? I was like, why does that sound so familiar? Yeah, that is that key area that's just been very, very stubborn. See if it wants to come back down. Wondering if I should add back in. But I didn't just play it as I am. This is Tesla. As you can see, I have a read on it. I mean, I'm making money on this trade, but I don't have necessarily as good of a read as what I would like. Come on, just get down through 666. Can this thing finally go? I mean, for members, they're up $2 on that alert that you saw. I mean, they could have scaled up for at least a little bit more, but I mean, at least $2. All right. Oh, man. Just Tesla does not want to play ball. This area down here is, I mean, it's worth watching though, because once again, stubborn level. I mean, let me just show you what this all looks like on the 5 minutes. Look at the 5 minute. That pink line there is that 200 period moving average. So it's just a situation where it keeps going down there. It's just a question of, is the price ever going to actually get the break from it? Because it keeps fake breaking. It keeps breaking below the pink line, back up, fake below it. So that's why I keep holding, because I'm thinking, okay, is this finally the break of that 200 period moving average? And it keeps fake breaking to the downside, and it's driving me insane. But again, to my credit, at least I acknowledge that Tesla's being goofy today, which is why I've scaled down the position size. So with all the goofiness, only down $10 now at this. Okay. So again, almost same thing. 667. 150. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take this short. If 667 wants to come back into play, I will take that once again short. But again, it's got to actually come back into play. And as of right now, not looking like that's going to happen because this thing continues on up. So once more, Another fake breakdown. To be fair, though, I mean, that alert that you saw me give, members still had the opportunity to make $2 per share in a very small amount of time. So it's not like it was a losing trade in the sense of, oh man, everybody just flat out lost money. People got in and then the stock just went the opposite direction. No, people could have gotten in. People could have gotten in, if they played it like me, up at 669, and it still did move $3 per share from the 669 or $2 per share from 668. But the point here being is, there's just not any follow through. There's not any actual breakdown of that area, which is what's getting frustrating because it's looking like it's going to break down. It's looking like the bears are going to take over, and then no. So, in a weird type of way, I'm kind of glad this is all happening from an education standpoint, just to give you a reality check of kind of how trading works. Because I realize sometimes I'll post videos, I'll get in, and it'll be Tesla, and Tesla will move right in my favor. And within, 20 seconds, I'm up, just crazy numbers. But in this situation, it's just not, it's moving, but not really with any sort of follow through. But all right, well, let's see what else I can find. Okay, watching 672.50 here for a short on UBEST Tesla, 672, 675. If it wants to come back into play here. In at 673.12. Let's see what it wants to do here. Goes up over 676, I got to be out. And then that'll be for me on the day. Potentially probably, I don't know. I don't know if this was a forced trade or not. Because at that moment where I got in, it was looking good. Watching 676. All right, down 160 on the day. I got to be done. It's just not working out. It was not my day. It is what it is. It happens. But yes, I'm just going to move on. So a little over 30 minutes in, down $160-ish. And I'll just have to live to fight another day. But within the grand scheme of things, this was merely a flesh wound. Not a big deal at all. And I don't say that because I don't want to come across like, oh yeah, money just grows on trees. And I don't mean it in that sense. I just mean in the sense of from a money management standpoint, from a viewpoint of, will I be okay? Is my, account okay still? Do I think I can get this money back from a trading standpoint? Yes. From all those angles, everything is perfectly fine. But it is what it is. Now, if you do enjoy these live trade videos, before I go, a couple quick requests on my part. First off, hit the like button and leave a quick comment, even if it's just a thumbs up emoji, because these aren't the easiest videos to make. They are live, so I have to think for myself. I have to talk to you. I have to execute my trades. I have to think for the chat room in terms of what alerts I want to make. I have to type up those alerts. So there's a lot going on. So these videos are not impossible or anything like that, but they do take a fair amount of effort, and I'm willing to continue to do them, and I will keep doing them as long as I know that there's interest. And, like I said, the very quick, easy way to communicate to me that you do enjoy these and you want for me to continue to make these, just hit that like button and then leave a quick comment down below. And, that goes a long way in telling me that my time is being spent wisely doing these videos. So thank you for helping me out in the sense of giving me feedback on whether or not these videos are good. Like I said, hit the like button or leave a quick comment below. And it is what it is. So hopefully you had a better day than this. But sometimes these days will happen. Everybody take care. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.